What if the silent force pumping through your veins could be your biggest health threat? High blood pressure, often called the silent killer, affects millions, creeping up without warning and putting your heart, brain, and kidneys at risk. It's a topic that hits close to home for so many, yet it's often misunderstood or ignored until it's too late. Welcome to Healthy Start, your go-to channel for practical health insights that empower you to live better. Today, we're diving deep into high blood pressure, what it is, why it happens, and how you can take control before it takes control of you. If you're ready to arm yourself with knowledge that could save your life, stick around, subscribe to Healthy Start, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Picture this. Your heart is working overtime, pumping blood through your body like a high-pressure hose. That force against your artery walls, that's your blood pressure. It's a vital sign of life. But when it climbs to high, it's like a dam ready to burst. We're talking about a condition that doesn't scream for attention with obvious symptoms, but quietly chips away at your health. In this video, we're breaking it down in a way that's clear, relatable, and actionable. First, we'll define what blood pressure really is and how it's measured. You'll learn the difference between those two numbers your doctor rattles off, systolic and diastolic, and what they mean for you. Are you in the safe zone, or are you teetering on the edge of danger? By the end of this section, you'll know exactly where you stand. Next, we'll dig into the why behind high blood pressure. It's not just about salty snacks or stress, though those play a big role. From genetics you can't control to lifestyle choices you can, we'll uncover the root causes and risk factors that might be stacking the deck against you. Ever wonder why some people can eat fries all day and be fine, while others aren't so lucky? We've got answers. And finally, we'll talk about why controlling your blood pressure isn't just a good idea, it's a game changer. From dodging heart attacks to protecting your vision, managing this condition can add years to your life. We'll share practical tips you can start today, no medical degree required. Why does this matter? Because high blood pressure isn't just a number on a chart, it's a wake-up call. Left unchecked, it can lead to strokes, heart failure, or kidney damage that changes your life forever. But here's the good news. You have the power to fight that. Whether it's tweaking your diet, moving your body, or knowing when to see a doctor, small changes can make a massive difference. This isn't about fear, it's about taking charge. So grab a seat, maybe a glass of water, hold the salt, and let's get started on understanding high blood pressure like never before. Don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Start and ring that bell for more life-changing health tips. Let's do this. Your heart is a tireless engine, pumping blood through a vast network of arteries to keep you alive. That force pushing against your artery walls, that's blood pressure. It's the vital rhythm of life, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell. Without it, your body wouldn't function. But when the pressure climbs to high, it's like a river straining against a dam, threatening to cause damage. Blood pressure reflects how hard your heart works and how flexible your arteries are. It's a balance to low, and you might feel faint, to high, and you're risking serious health issues. This force is dynamic, shifting with activity, stress, or even a big meal. Understanding it means knowing what's happening inside you every second of the day. It's not just a number, it's a snapshot of your heart's workload and your body's resilience, a key to unlocking better health. Measuring blood pressure gives you those numbers you hear at the doctor's office to figures that tell a big story. The process is simple but precise. A cuff wraps around your arm, inflates to squeeze the artery, then deflates while a device listens for blood flow. The top number, systolic, captures the pressure when your heart pumps blood out. The bottom number, diastolic, shows the pressure when your heart rests between beats. Both are measured in millimeters of mercury, or mmHg, a unit rooted in old school science but still standard today. For accuracy, you sit quietly for 5 minutes, feet flat, arm at heart level. No coffee or cigarettes beforehand, they can skew the reading. Digital monitors make it easy at home, but proper technique matters. A rush or sloppy measurement can mislead. So follow the steps, relax, position correctly, and take 2 readings a minute apart. Those numbers are your window into what's happening inside your circulatory system. So, what's a healthy blood pressure? It's not one size fits all, but guidelines from the World Health Organization and groups like the American Heart Association draw clear lines. Normal blood pressure sits below 120/80 mmHg. Think of it as your heart and arteries working in harmony. Prehypertension, or elevated blood pressure, ranges from 120 to 129 systolic and below 80 diastolic, a warning zone where trouble might be brewing. Stage 1 hypertension kicks in at 130 to 139 systolic or 80 to 89 diastolic, signaling a need for action. Stage 2 is 149 or higher, where risks climb sharply. Anything above 180/120 is a hypertensive crisis. Get to a doctor fast. These categories aren't arbitrary. They're based on decades of research linking higher pressures to heart attacks, strokes, and kidney damage. Charts from health authorities lay it out clearly. Normal is the goal, but even slightly elevated numbers can nudge you toward danger over time. Knowing where you fall empowers you to act before small problems become big ones. High blood pressure, or hypertension, doesn't strike without reason. It's driven by physiological processes that disrupt the delicate balance of your cardiovascular system. Think of your arteries as flexible pipelines carrying blood from your heart to every corner of your body. When these pipelines face excessive force, it's because internal mechanisms have gone off track, pushing your heart and vessels into overdrive. A primary cause is vasoconstriction, where blood vessels tighten like a squeezed hose, forcing the same volume of blood through a narrower space. This spikes pressure as your heart pumps harder. Hormones like adrenaline, or angiotensin II, often triggered by stress or an overactive renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, signal arteries to constrict. Over time, chronic vasoconstriction stiffens arteries, reducing their elasticity. Picture a rubber tube hardening. It can't flex to absorb each heartbeat's force, keeping pressure high. This hormonal system, meant to regulate blood pressure, can malfunction, especially in kidney-related conditions, amplifying the problem. Increased blood volume is another driver. Your blood is mostly water, and too much fluid is like overfilling a balloon. The pressure surges. Kidneys normally balance sodium and water, but high sodium intake, often from salty foods, makes your body retain fluid, boosting blood volume. Hormones like aldosterone worsen this by telling kidneys to hold on to sodium, pulling in more water. Conditions like heart failure or kidney dysfunction can disrupt this balance, causing fluid buildup that elevates pressure. It's a cycle. More volume strains the heart, which raises pressure further. The heart's pumping strength also plays a role. If it beats too hard or fast, it forces more blood into arteries, increasing pressure against vessel walls. This can stem from stress, caffeine, or an overactive thyroid, which speeds up metabolism and heart rate. A constantly overworked heart may thicken, a condition called left ventricular hypertrophy, making it less efficient and pushing pressure higher. It's like an engine stuck in high gear. Eventually, it wears out. Endothelial dysfunction adds to the problem. The endothelium, a thin layer inside blood vessels, releases nitric oxide to keep arteries relaxed. Damage from smoking, high blood sugar, or inflammation impairs this, leaving vessels tense and pressure elevated. Think of a rusty gate that won't open smoothly. The system struggles. This also promotes plaque buildup, narrowing arteries, and worsening pressure. Finally, an overactive sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response, can keep pressure high. Chronic stress or poor sleep floods your body with stress hormones, tightening vessels, and speeding up your heart. It's like keeping your foot on the gas pedal, never letting your cardiovascular system rest. These factors, vasoconstriction, excess blood volume, heart strain, endothelial issues, and nervous system overdrive, often intertwine, creating a cascade that drives hypertension. Understanding them is like seeing the gears behind the clock, revealing why your blood pressure climbs and how to start regaining control. Some drivers of high blood pressure are etched into your biology, unchangeable, but critical to understand. Age is a major factor. Your arteries naturally stiffen over time, like pipes losing their flexibility. After age 50, this rigidity increases, especially for systolic pressure, raising your risk significantly. Gender also plays a role. Men tend to face higher risks earlier, particularly before 55, due to differences in vascular function, while women see a spike post-menopause as declining estrogen affects artery elasticity. Genetics is another fixed piece. If hypertension runs in your family, parents, or siblings, your odds climb, thanks to inherited traits like sodium sensitivity or hormonal regulation. These factors, age, gender, and genetics, are like the foundation of a house. You can't rebuild them, but knowing their impact helps you strengthen everything else to keep your blood pressure in check. Then there are the choices you control, which can tip the scales toward or away from hypertension. Diet is a big player. A diet heavy in salt, processed foods, or sugary drinks is like pouring sand into an engine that gums up the works. Sodium, found in chips, canned soups, and fast food, makes your body retain water, increasing blood volume and pressure. The average person eats way more than the recommended 2,300 milligrams daily, often closer to 3,400 milligrams. Cutting back to 1,500 milligrams can lower pressure significantly. On the flip side, not eating enough fruits, vegetables, or whole grains deprives you of potassium and fiber, which relax blood vessels and ease flow. A plate full of leafy greens, berries, and quinoa isn't just trendy, it's a shield against hypertension. Poor diet choices build up over time, quietly nudging your pressure higher. Physical inactivity is another culprit. If you're sedentary, your heart and arteries miss out on the conditioning they need to stay efficient. Think of your cardiovascular system like a muscle without regular use. It weakens. Just 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days, walking, cycling, or even gardening, strengthens your heart, lowers pressure, and improves blood flow. Studies show that regular activity can cut systolic pressure by 4 to 9 mmHg, a game changer. But sitting for hours at a desk or on the couch lets pressure creep up as your heart struggles to pump through unconditioned vessels. It's not about running marathons. Even small bursts of movement make a difference. Smoking is a direct assault on your blood vessels. Each cigarette releases chemicals like nicotine that constrict arteries and damage their inner lining, spiking blood pressure instantly and over time. Even one puff can raise pressure for minutes, and chronic smoking hardens arteries, making hypertension a constant threat. Secondhand smoke isn't much better, so avoiding smoky environments is key. Quitting can drop your pressure and repair some damage, like clearing the air after a storm. Stress keeps your body on edge, like a car stuck in high gear. Chronic stress, whether from work, finances, or life, floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline, which tighten blood vessels and speed up your heart. Over time, this constant fight or flight mode wears down your arteries, keeping pressure elevated. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a quick walk can dial down stress hormones, giving your vessels a break. Ignoring stress is like ignoring a leaking pipe, it'll only get worse. Obesity adds extra strain. Excess weight forces your heart to pump harder to supply a larger body, raising pressure on artery walls. Fat tissue also releases chemicals that stiffen vessels and disrupt hormones, worsening the problem. Losing just 5 to 10% of body weight can lower pressure significantly, like lightening a heavy load on a bridge. It's not about crash diets, but sustainable changes, like eating smaller portions or moving more. Certain health conditions amplify these risks. Diabetes damages blood vessels with high sugar levels, reducing their flexibility and raising pressure. It also disrupts sodium and fluid balance, adding to the strain. Kidney disease throws off your body's fluid regulation, causing retention that boosts blood volume and pressure. Lipid disorders like high cholesterol or triglycerides clog arteries with plaque, narrowing them and forcing your heart to work harder. These conditions, diabetes, kidney issues, and lipid problems, act like accelerators, pushing hypertension to dangerous levels. Managing them through medication, diet, or regular checkups can slow this cycle. Knowing both the unchangeable and changeable risks empowers you to take control, turning small choices into big wins for your heart. High blood pressure, left unchecked, is a relentless force that quietly wreaks havoc on your body. It's like a storm eroding a coastline, silent but destructive, targeting your heart, brain, kidneys, and eyes. Without control, it sets the stage for life-altering health crises that can strike without warning, turning your world upside down. Stroke is a major threat. Elevated blood pressure batters the fragile arteries in your brain, weakening them until they rupture or clog with plaque. A ruptured vessel causes a hemorrhagic stroke, while a blockage triggers an ischemic one. Both can lead to paralysis, speech loss, or death. Each 10 mmHg rise in systolic pressure hikes stroke risk by about 20%. Your brain relies on balanced blood flow, and hypertension disrupts that, making a devastating event more likely. Heart attacks are another grim outcome. High blood pressure overworks your heart, forcing it to pump against stiff, resistant arteries. This can thicken the heart muscle, a condition called left ventricular hypertrophy, reducing its efficiency. Meanwhile, damaged coronary arteries collect plaque, narrowing the path for blood. A blockage cuts off oxygen, sparking a heart attack. Hypertension is a top driver of heart disease, a leading cause of death globally, making every high-pressure beat a step toward danger. Your kidneys suffer too. These organs filter waste and manage fluid balance, but high pressure hammers their delicate vessels. Over time, this damages them, leading to chronic kidney disease or failure, where toxins build up and dialysis becomes necessary. Roughly 20% of people with hypertension face this fate, with higher pressures accelerating the harm. It's a slow, quiet destruction of a vital system. Vision loss is another casualty. The tiny vessels in your retinas are vulnerable to high pressure, which can make them swell, leak, or burst, causing hypertensive retinopathy. This can blur vision, create blind spots, or lead to blindness. Picture losing the ability to see clearly, all from unchecked pressure in your arteries. It's a stark cost of neglecting hypertension. These risk stroke, heart attack, kidney failure, and vision loss aren't just medical terms. They're life-changing blows that can steal your independence and joy. Hypertension often shows no symptoms, earning its silent killer label. But the damage is real, affecting not just you, but those around you. Recognizing these consequences is the first step to taking charge, because every effort to manage your blood pressure is a shield against a future you don't want. Keeping your blood pressure in check is like tuning an engine. It keeps everything running smoothly and prevents breakdowns. The benefits go far beyond numbers on a monitor, touching every corner of your life. From boosting your daily energy to adding years to your future, controlling hypertension transforms your health and lightens the load on your body and wallet. First, it elevates your quality of life. High blood pressure saps your energy, leaving you sluggish or short of breath, even during simple tasks like climbing stairs. By managing it, you reclaim vitality. Your heart doesn't have to work overtime, so you feel more alert and ready to tackle your day, whether it's playing with your kids or crushing it at work. Lower pressure also reduces headaches, dizziness, and that vague sense of unease that can creep in without warning. Imagine waking up refreshed, with the stamina to enjoy life's moments, big or small, without your body holding you back. Studies show that controlled blood pressure improves mood and mental clarity, letting you live more fully in the present. Then there's longevity. Keeping blood pressure in a healthy range below 120/80 mmHg slashes your risk of life-threatening conditions like stroke, heart attack, and kidney failure. Each 10 mmHg drop in systolic pressure can cut your risk of dying from heart disease by up to 20%. That's not just a statistic, it's extra birthdays, vacations, and memories with loved ones. By protecting your arteries and heart, you're not just surviving, you're thriving for years longer. It's like adding miles to a car's odometer by keeping up with oil changes. Small efforts now mean a longer, smoother ride. Controlling blood pressure also eases the strain on healthcare systems and your finances. Unmanaged hypertension leads to hospital stays, surgeries, or long-term treatments like dialysis, which rack up staggering costs. In the US, heart disease and stroke linked to hypertension cost billions annually, and individuals can face thousands in out-of-pocket expenses. By keeping your numbers in check, you're less likely to need emergency care or chronic disease management, saving money and reducing stress. It's a ripple effect. Fewer doctor visits mean more resources for things you love, like travel or hobbies. Plus, healthy blood pressure lowers the burden on public health systems, freeing up care for others. Beyond personal gains, it's about peace of mind. Knowing you're actively protecting your heart, brain, and kidneys brings confidence. You're not just dodging risks, you're building a foundation for a healthier future. Whether it's enjoying a morning jog without gasping or seeing your grandkids graduate, controlled blood pressure makes those moments possible. It's not about perfection. Even small reductions in pressure make a big difference. This is your life, your heart, your future. Taking control means you get to write the next chapter with fewer fears and more possibilities. Taking charge of your blood pressure is like steering a ship through rough water. Smart choices keep you on course. You don't need to be a doctor to make a difference. Practical steps like tweaking your lifestyle, using medication when needed, and staying vigilant with monitoring can keep your numbers in check and your health on track. Lifestyle changes are your first line of defense. Start with what you eat. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins like the Dash diet cuts sodium and boosts potassium, which relaxes blood vessels. Think colorful plates, spinach, berries, salmon. Ditch processed foods. They're packed with salt that spike your pressure. Aim for less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily, ideally 1,500 milligrams. Next, get moving. 30 minutes of exercise most days. Brisk walking, cycling, or even dancing strengthens your heart, making it pump more efficiently. It's like tuning an engine to use less fuel. Exercise also reduces stress, a sneaky pressure trigger. Speaking of stress, try mindfulness or deep breathing. Just 5 minutes of calm focus daily can lower your body's stress hormones, easing the squeeze on your arteries. Medication can be a game changer when lifestyle alone isn't enough. Doctors might prescribe drugs like ACE inhibitors, beta blockers, or diuretics, each targeting a different aspect of blood pressure like relaxing blood vessels or reducing fluid buildup. These aren't magic pills, they work best when taken consistently, exactly as prescribed. Side effects like dizziness or fatigue can happen, so keep an open line with your doctor to adjust doses or switch meds if needed. Don't skip doses or stop abruptly, that can send your pressure soaring. Think of meds as a steady hand on the wheel, guiding your blood pressure to safer levels while you build healthier habits. Regular monitoring is your compass. Checking your blood pressure at home with a digital monitor gives you real-time feedback. Use a validated device, sit quietly for 5 minutes, and take 2 readings a minute apart for accuracy. Aim for morning and evening checks and log the results to spot patterns. Share these with your doctor to fine-tune your plan. Routine checkups are just as crucial. Annual visits can catch creeping pressure early before it causes damage. If you're at risk or already diagnosed, more frequent checks might be needed. Monitoring isn't just numbers, it's about knowing your body and catching problems before they grow. Combining these methods, healthy eating, regular movement, stress management, medication, and consistent monitoring, creates a powerful shield against hypertension's risks. Each step builds on the others, like bricks in a wall. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start small, like swapping soda for water or walking 10 minutes a day. Over time, these habits lower your pressure, protect your heart, and boost your energy. It's about progress, not perfection, and every choice you make is a step toward a longer, healthier life. Understanding and controlling high blood pressure is a game changer for your health. It's not just about numbers on a monitor, it's about protecting your heart, brain, kidneys, and eyes from silent, devastating damage. Unchecked hypertension can lead to strokes, heart attacks, or vision loss. but managing it opens the door to a longer, more vibrant life. You gain energy, clarity, and peace of mind, knowing you're dodging risks that could steal your future. Every step you take to keep your blood pressure in check is a step toward thriving, not just surviving. Take action now. Check your blood pressure regularly, grab a home monitor, and make it a routine, like brushing your teeth. Small lifestyle tweaks, like eating more veggies, walking daily, or cutting back on salt, can lower your numbers significantly. Don't hesitate to talk to your doctor about medications or personalized plans if needed. These choices aren't just for you, they're for the people who count on you, for the moments you want to live fully. Raising awareness in your community is just as crucial. Share what you learn. A single conversation could spark change, maybe even save a life. Due to time constraints, we'll wrap up here. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it offers even a small bit of guidance, I'm truly fulfilled. Save this video to revisit anytime and share it with others. Sometimes a timely nudge can change a life. Subscribe to Healthy Start and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next valuable video. Goodbye and see you soon.